Eau Claire Memorial Basketball All-Access is sponsored by Security Health Plan. Security Health Plan, whatever your plans, there's a plan for you. Visit securityhealth.org.
Right, like, okay, we hung around the Memorial. Okay, so like that's the difference. That's the chip on the shoulder feel, right, that great teams have. Like, and so for you guys, like every game you go into, right, that's why I try to put that in your head over break. Like, there is not a team that when we play our best that can hang with us on the rest of our schedule, right? But are we willing to bring that mentality every night? That's going to be the challenge. Vincent, right, best scorer. She scored from all three levels. Again, that's a kid that we really have to pick up in transition, right, especially when we're getting into rotations, things like that. A kid that, you know, will put the ball on the floor, really try to get action, right, going downhill, keep in front, right, play the drive, but contest high hand whenever we get a chance. JP, it's going to be you to start. You know, for us, right, like we have to be willing to fight through arms. We have to be willing to jump stop and play through physicality all night. If you're willing to do those details, right, and be mentally tough through things, you'll be fine, okay? You know, good to great, right? And that's the challenge right now. You're a good team, right? But great teams, it takes those extra details. It takes that attention. Like, you know, and I thought, like, we had the Hudson game, we did not meet that challenge, right? Superior game, you met that challenge, right? You realize how important all those little things were, and you competed your butt off. We're diving up, we're first to floor, we're boxing out every possession. Like, that's what it takes to beat really, really good teams. That's what it's going to take tonight. I'm excited for you guys tonight. Right, we've got 10 games in this month. Let's get after it.
Let it be.
major performance for 3.
Yeah, that's why you need help set these.
She does catch it, right? We're dropping into it. Like we allow Lily to stay attached, or Lydia or Rhea or whoever's guarding 24. Like, and then you're just fine. Then we're into regular, right? And then keep in front. Like we're doing too much of these kids are fast, right? So think about when you played the boys last week. Like, man, you can't allow them to. You got to adjust. You can't allow them to start getting shoulders past yours, right? If you're not going to be able to catch up. Offensively, the ball's sticking. Right, so don't be afraid to, if I'm here and the action's not very good here, like, man, just kick, cut through, and get something going.
Where should your shoulders be? Your shoulders are all towards the sideline here. This is the only option you look at. The one time we hit the lift, George had a nice drive to the baseline, had a nice little pull up off the block. Okay, when I'm like this, I can only see one person. When I'm dragging like this, I can see everybody. You hit Ashton on a good roll because your shoulders were square. Remember that concept. It's going to help you guys out so much.
Grind, get stopped. Inbounder, you're off. Inbounder, you're off. Playing center field. Don't get burnt on anything. Keep it front. Yes, sir. I don't care if the pitch is going away from the rim. Like, yeah, we're just okay. Offensively, let's continue to small. We can start with the stagger every once in a while. Just a very up action, and then right there, you're slipping into the post or the trail. Okay, and then again, like if you don't have anything early, like man, you can get corner, it's tough, just sprint through. Come hard, get to the positive, right then you're there.
That's the end of the ball game, folks. Your final score: the Memorial All-Access 62, the Marshfield Tigers 69.
Hey, I don't know, like I said, keep it short, wins, losses, whatever. I would say, like, that's a really good team, right? That's a team that's going to be in contention for a top 4 seed, right? But again, like Coach Bettina was talking in there, like, are they better than us? Right? And so, to me, we could talk about some outs for you guys, like, not only, like, again, like, if they're on their 12th game, we're on our 7th or 8th, right? And that's a difference, right? We're going to be better 4 games from now than we were tonight, right? They played over break, we did. We played for 2 weeks, right? So you can say some things like that, but I just thought, like, there's this, once we figure out those little details, right? Those things add up when you play the top level kids. If we see them again, I look forward to competing. That was a good team, right? That was a good battle for us, and we got things to learn. We'll put that in play for Friday. All right, Josh.
You know, we talked about trying to like pick up the torch and keep it going, and that's always the tough thing to do, is to kind of stack successful seasons together, especially here in the DRC where the competition is so good and we play such a good non-conference. So I'm just really proud of how the guys have kind of stuck together and kind of built this and stayed true to who we are. And in our system, we ask a lot out of them in terms of off-season prep work and weight room work and sacrificing for one another and not being so concerned about yourself, being more concerned about the team. So to have a team that's kind of picked up that torch and kind of continued to carry it's really exciting to be a part of. Yeah, Mason's had a couple breakout games, you know, a couple 30-point games, but I think it goes to speak. Last night we played North and he doesn't score a single point and only takes 4 shots. So again, this team is all about whose turn is it next, who's got the matchup advantage, who's got the hot hand, and we just kind of keep finding that in the depth of the Memorial program, kind of keeps showing through that way. So that's what I'm most excited about, is to see the depth from the varsity to the JV to the JV2. We're always looking to be at our best in February. So certainly, while we've been playing well here, we're watching the film and trying to improve on, you know, even as coaches, little things like rotational situations, subbing patterns, things like that, to make sure that we're maximizing those full 36 minutes, because you don't want to think to yourself, I wish I would have done that when it comes March. And so it's just kind of continuing to explore and figure out who we are right now. Friday, you know, Menominee a really tough physical team, and Matt Riley's one of the best coaches in the area. His kids are really disciplined, and they run some really great motion. So we're going to be focused on defending at a high level and trying to create tempo and pace, because we want this game to be played in the 70 possession range, and I think Menominee will want it to be played in the 50 possession game, so that contrast in styles will be fun for basketball fans to watch. Quick reminders. Tonight, offensively comes down to us making great decisions, not turning the ball over. If we do that, we're going to get great shots, and we have dynamic scorers who are going to put points on the board. Number 2 comes down to us having great ball pressure, whether we're in base or in hawk, being able to pressure them and move them off their spots, okay? Being who we are defensively without being cowboys and gambling, okay? We have to play solid, in-position defense, get those deflections that lead to run-outs. Tonight, play together, play with joy, and you make sure that you're picking your teammates up in those moments where we need them the most, and no one can stop you. Be the team who you are, which is one of the best teams in the state. Let's go and improve it tonight. Let's get it. Hey, Zaleski, under there!
Taking a ball and you could have taken it basketball. That's a 0-1.
It's a 4. All right, guys, focus. Hey, listen up. Defensively, first thing that we got to talk about, okay, is on these elbow actions. Okay, we can't get caught punting this so hard that they're basically coming here and refusing every time. That's what they hit us on offensively the most. So play underneath this hip, force him to go into that screen and above it, then get through it, whether you shoot it or get through with our base coverage. I don't care, because we can play this passing lane out. Does that make sense? Win the half, win the game. Let's go finish it.
Let's go, White Days on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey,
Next whole basketball game is next Friday, January 13th. That was a really, really nice performance on our home floor. But I go back to you guys earn that type of performance by the work that you've been putting in practice. Like, that doesn't just happen overnight. That comes from time, dedication, and it comes from understanding from the North game we had a lot of things that we needed to get better at, and we took that next step as a team. We got better at those things. Do you know how many times we had a first pass action shot tonight? 0. 0 first pass action. Again, I don't mind transition shots. But in the first pass action, we did a great job of moving the ball, and we are really tough to guard when we do that. Okay? Really impressive performance tonight. And again, it doesn't come from one individual from this team. It comes from different guys at different times. I'm so proud of how you guys just keep playing. And we're going to continue to play those matchups. One night it's somebody's night, the other night it's the next guy's night. And guys, you don't get enough credit as high school kids in understanding that. Like, coaches across the state, there are 400 teams that are preaching exactly what you guys are doing. You know what this deserves?
Eau Claire Memorial Basketball All-Access is sponsored by Security Health Plan. Security Health Plan, whatever your plans, there's a plan for you. Visit securityhealth.org.